I started in sales. I love sales. From as early as I can remember, I've always been selling. I grew up in, I'm not sure if anyone of you grew up in what we would call extended family homes. We have auntie, uncle, grandmother, your mother, cousin, your neighbor next door who become your family friend, and all I want to bundle up in a one place sometimes from one little bed, two little bed, floor, on couch. That's how I grew up. That was my reality. I also, in the dynamics of that family, my grandmother would have been considered the matriarch, the grandmother. Nothing common, man. Only for it. She, in a bit to earn, she had a little stall. So if she would sell oranges, bananas, those little things. But what she was mostly known for was newspaper. So the Sunday Gleaner, so I know X News, I know Hardcore, I know Inquiry, the paper there, I know the Gleaner, I know the Star, I know whatever Western Mirror, I know all these papers because I had to sell them. And me and my cousins had to sell them at one point. So what would happen on a Sunday morning when a lot of people would get to sleep in their beds, we would have to go to different houses. So the Gleaner comes a little bit after 6 in the morning, and from here in the van, you know what time it is. You subconsciously you wake up because you know you will wash your face, brush your teeth, and it's time to get yourself together because you have to jump up now at time to go sell. What we had like different, we had persons who were existing people who were the loyalists who would buy from us each week. So we know one for Miss Jones at number 5, number 7, oh, we didn't know same now, but then just almost leave it over number 3. We didn't know all the little things about the people then. So you know that's how we had people. So as informal as the system was back then, I now have an appreciation because what my grandmother taught me unknowingly was how to manage relationships, how to lock into the different emotions for different people, how to connect with their families in distributing something as simple as Sunday Gleaner. So each Sunday morning there was a routine. I know who to call, I know whose house to go to, I know who always have I know who I must drink spiritual truth because them don't like pain. And these were things like as children, we never really pay much attention to it. All we know was that the next morning was sure lunch money. So imagine me coming into sales right now and realizing that these things that my grandmother taught me, though informal and it seemed like a waste of time, were what? With our characteristics or traits that are important in me becoming one of the better sales agents. So this is how I grew up. I started in sales, selling all these things. So I have it on that side. And then my late father, he used to sell too. As a matter of fact, they call him daily bread because he had to earn. He sell newspaper, he sell market bag, he sell juice, he sell wood roots, he sell cane. Listen, anything for make a living, take care of Pickney them, he will sell. So imagine I have it on one side, and then I have it on the next side, and all my uncles following up on things like that, and everybody following it. But it have to bond with, like me, they just bond to sell. But like selling couldn't escape me. That's how I started. So I'm not sure if that story would resonate with anybody that's here. There are different things that your family would have instituted or implemented back then that you thought were stupidness, but here you are, in a room, coming to sell a premium product. Well done, parents.